Good morning, David. How are you? Just getting set up here. Paul Hodges is probably not going to be joining us this morning. David. How are you? He is going for a interview with a different bus company. So if he pops in at all, it'll probably be just momentarily. Hey, Sunstar. Good morning. So I'm not really sure how long the stream this morning is going to go, but we'll continue on and see if anybody joins us or how many people come in. Well, you see, I'm doing okay. It's just getting older and older and older. And it just kind of hurts, you know? The knees, the back, the hips, but it is what it is. Everybody's got something going on. USA, good morning. We're just getting started here this morning. I'm the only one here on the panel. If anybody would like to join, please feel free. You can either join with both video and audio, or you can pick just audio and just talk into your either your cell phone or your computer. Yes, AZ, I agree 100%. It is what it is. Here comes Walsh Rob.
Hey, Bud.
Hey, good morning, Rob. How are you today?
All right, I'll try and keep you company till somebody else turns up.
Well, that's good. I appreciate it. But, you know, if you've got things to do, I understand that as well, you know?
Yeah, right.
What's
going on?
Not a lot. Paul's going to interview this morning for that other bus driving job with a different company.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Sorry, 2 seconds. Good morning, AZ. USA drone flyer.
Yeah, he's pretty fed up with the company, you know, since his company that he Bader sold out to First Student. So many changes and so many things going on, and they like to micromanage the drivers, and he never was used to that. He had his way of doing it, and it was a great way, and he had no complaints. But now they want to give them tablets to check in with and all kinds
I
of
was just saying, you have a decent job, and then somebody's got to come along and fuck it up.
Yep, exactly.
Excuse the language.
Yep.
Morning, Mr. Stickley.
There he is.
Sir.
Justin, how you doing?
Yeah, good.
All right, I'm just going to let the dog out a minute because she's bothering me.
Okay.
So Hodges is doing his interview this morning, right?
Yeah, after his bus run, he was supposed to go and meet somebody and have an interview.
Well, hopefully he gets it.
Yeah, you know, I think he's ready to change, but I hope that he just isn't, you know, when you change, you hope you're not going from bad to worse. But this company has a lot of good things going for it, so we'll see.
Like I said, it'd be. Well, I said, watch what's going to happen. He's going to end up going over there and then having a company to buy that one too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. You don't know.
Like I said, hopefully he gets it. We'll see. I mean, with his experience, it shouldn't be a reason why he shouldn't. It's whether they're gonna give him more money.
Yeah, I understand USA. Yep. Try to do the best you can do with what you have, and but we're getting older. Good morning, Sarah. It's in the chat.
Well,
AZ says it never goes bad to worse. Oh, it always goes bad to worse. It never goes bad to better for him.
there's most people.
So you on the road there, Justin?
Just got to St. Cloud's.
Ah,
I literally was pulled in the parking lot right when you were there.
so you're in St. Cloud. Isn't that where Disney World is?
Yeah, it's still Orlando area, but I'm pretty close to it. It's about an hour and 20 minutes from my house. And on traffic, some days it can be an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, the only thing I have to report is I flew a couple of late night ships last night and edited them. I got the last one posted this morning at about 2:00, and the first one I got it posted just after midnight. None your business said he danced his legs off New Year's Eve and couldn't walk for 4 days.
What?
Sarah, TJ, Nanya. What are you up to today, Justin?
I'm just working in St. Cloud. Not a whole lot going on.
Sorry?
I said just working in St. Cloud, not a whole lot going on.
No idea then when they're on about restructuring, Justin?
Do what?
Yeah, you said they were going in for a pay review or something like that?
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what they're gonna do with that.
Oh, Nanya met a girl.
I'll show you my latest video I did last night in the dark.
Do you have to?
Um,
I'm joking.
Screen share. My share. Can you see it?
Well, that.
We need the card for the phone. Yeah, okay. Hi, Jennifer.
Wow, it's a nice one, isn't it?
That little Hotel Nano Plus, I tell you. It's got a great little camera on it.
Obviously, there's no filters or anything on there, is
Nope, it's all shot in auto with no filter.
there? For the clouds in the sky.
Yeah.
What sort of top speed you get out of yours?
What's that, Rob?
What sort of top speed do you get out
Well,
of
that's the
yours?
problem. There was no wind, so I was doing just fine. It's got a top speed of about 24 to 26.
Yeah.
And it doesn't handle heavy winds at all. But I went down last night simply because I haven't flown it since I got the replacement, and I wanted to fly it, and it was no wind. Little bit, just a little bit off out of the west.
What would you have done? Flown the A2S then if it was too windy?
Well, if it's a little bit windy, I can manage because as long as it's coming out of the west and going east, which is over to Canada, you know, that allows me to go up the ship and down the ship. It's just that going around the ship on the ends that creates the problem. You notice I get a little bit of a wind flare here.
No, I wouldn't worry. Hey, JD.
But that was one of the ships, and the other one I'll show you in a little bit. I don't want to take up the whole morning showing my ship video.
Pick it up. Put it up.
All right.
Morning, One Vision.
Okay, the next one is the Manitowoc, different style ship.
Filipinas in the chat. Good morning. Yeah, sorry. Good afternoon to you, Filipina. I haven't heard of Laura or David today. Strange.
Okay, there it is. Are you ready?
Yep. You never fly over them then, do you?
No, I try not to.
What, cause a nuisance you're worried about or what?
What's that?
How come you don't fly over them then to get a...
Well, the thing of it is I fly high on the ends, not over them, because the FAA
Yeah.
frowns upon you flying aircraft over commercial vehicles. Not to say I couldn't, chances are I wouldn't get caught, but there's the flags. You can see the wind, not very much.
Lovely colours though, isn't it?
Yep.
How
And
dark is that
the
then?
reason the ship is lit up right there is people on the Canadian side are sitting over there in their cars right next to the shore, and they've got their
Yeah.
headlights on. And he's got his spotlight on.
What time of the day is that then?
That was at about 11 o'clock p.m.
Wow.
The other ship was just before that at about 10:15, 10:20. Yeah.
Looks like in the evening, doesn't it?
Well, I lightened it up a little bit because the raw footage was a little darker. just use the lightness slider, split it over. There's the lighthouse right there.
Yeah. That's cool.
So that's what I did last night and edited it until early in the morning. In the morning, Mia, I guess I'm gonna have to call the vet and take her to the vet. She's shaking her head. There's something wrong with her in her ears or whatever. Probably got
Yeah.
a mite in there or something. And I took Kleenex and tried to go in there and didn't help.
And it's,
There's probably got an ear infection or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm gonna go in there and get her ears flushed out.
Just so I need another bill.
oh, it all seems to come at once, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Oh, fucking vets are so expensive too. It's ridiculous.
Right?
Think of a reasonable figure and travel it.
If I mute myself, I'm gonna try and call the vet and see if I can't get her in, because I don't want her, struggling all
Oh, no.
day.
Yeah, veterinarians are super expensive over here, Rob. I don't know about where you guys are at.
Yeah, they're silly prices over here. It's in the thousands, it is, whatever you do.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Oh, we have to take an X-ray of your dog. That's $1,200."
Yeah.
The fuck? It takes them like 30 seconds. Yeah, that's a little ridiculous.
Wow, it's nosy.
The vets don't have.
You're breaking up, Justin. You there? Justin, don't leave me. Yeah, Nanya is saying the worst bills come from the dentist. Hey, morning, Sunstar. Again, Nanya, they're just the same over here, dentists.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can now. We're hearing all sorts of noises. Oh, I guess he's gone again.
The soonest they can see her is 11:40.
Is what?
The soonest they can see her is 11:40 tomorrow. So in the meantime, she's flopping her head and carrying on, and
I don't know if you do it, but over here we got a baby medicine called Calpol, which is it's like a liquid of paracetamol for babies and infants. We give that to our dog. We do when her pancreas plays up or she's in a bit of pain. Just
Yeah.
it helps with the pain and settles it down and temperatures and.
You know, I've actually seen people go to the stores and buy dog antibiotics and use that for themselves.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Because that's pretty much the same thing. It's just relabeled it for animals.
Yeah.
I mean, it is different dosages, but I mean, if you adjust the dosages correctly, technically it will work. I mean, because that's the thing is you have to get prescribed antibiotics over here where you can go to the store and buy them for your dogs.
Did you hear me when I just said we use a thing called Calpol?
Calpol.
Yeah, it's like what medicine you guys use for dogs.
No, it's for babies, but we use it for right. I have to go a minute. I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
Well, it's because a lot of medicines are just renamed or repackaged. They can be used for humans and dogs or animals. And then they'll just repackage them and call them something else for depending on what they're selling them to. Let's see who's over on YouTube.
I know Lynn's having problems with her little pupper dog too. He's got not pneumonia, but something like that.
So you got her in or what?
She ran up to her vet and they gave her a prescription. So he's on prescription medication.
No, I was talking about for
Oh, I got Mia in, but not till tomorrow at 11:45 a.m. That's as soon as they could take her.
so I said, man, them vets make tons of money. Oh my God. Because people will go in there knowing there's really not a whole lot they're going to be able to do for their dog, but they'll spend thousands. They'll go in there and have all kinds of stuff done. I've seen people rack up a $5,000-$8,000 bill to vet in just a few days.
Oh yeah, yep.
And then they don't even end up saving their animal. That's why I said if you look at veterinarian success rates compared to human doctors, it's very low compared to what like there just doesn't seem to be very many advancements on prolonging animals' lives like we have with humans.
Well, they suffer.
Which is surprising.
The fact that they can't talk to us, and when they're suffering, you gotta kind of figure out, body language, what's going on. But like with the hips and the back and the stomach and the intestines and those kinds of things, it's just a guess.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And as much as especially here in the U.S., we in the United States, we value our cats and dogs more than most countries around the world. We have, what I'm saying, like a lot of Middle Eastern Asian countries, they don't treat their dogs and cats the same way as we do, like family members. So you would think that the veterinarian side of medicine would be almost advancing as quickly as humans, where our dogs' lives would be prolonging by 5 or 10 years every so many years of the medical advancements. But it seems like their lifespans haven't gotten any better over the last 40, 50 years of veterinarian medicine getting more advanced.
Good morning, Filipina. She says hi to everybody. Filipina is in the chat.
Yeah, I see Filipina, David, Sunstar, JD, Dustin, Nanya, Sarah, USA Drone Flyer. I think that's everybody. Because it would be so awesome if you could have a dog, most of your life.
Yep. That's one of my big questions if I ever get to talk to the big. Here comes Paul Hodges.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, good. How are you doing?
Well, I'm here for a good time, but a short time. I got to leave a little bit. I got that interview this morning in London at 10:30. So
yeah, I didn't know if you were going to be able to be on or not.
I'm got a coffee in my hand. I want a couple mouthfuls before I go over. So
Yeah.
yeah, so
So what time you got to meet him over there?
10:30.
10:30. Okay.
It's about a
Oh,
20. It's about a 20-minute drive, right? So
Okay.
yeah, I agree with you, man. Yeah, I don't think a lot of vets are crooks. I just don't think that it just sucks that their advancements haven't prolonged animals' lives any farther. You know, because back, 200 years ago, if you lived to be 45, 50, you were old. No, it's not considered old anymore.
Right.
You know.
Paul, Mia's been flopping her ears this morning, and I took and tried to clean them out, and it didn't do much good. I called the vet, and as soon as they can get her in is tomorrow morning at 11:45. So that means for the next 26 or 28 hours, it's going to be.
yeah, well, sometimes you get eardrops in there and move it around a bit and stuff, but anyways, yeah, she might have some mites or something there, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, the problem is too, is if you go sticking something in her ear, you may push it back in there where they're going to flush it with saline. They're going to get in there and flush your ears out with saline and clean them all out.
Yeah.
You might stick, a Q-tip or something in there and push it behind her back.
You put drops in there and massage around the back of the ear, like around the brain, and then they'll shake it out, right? So, but
Because that's most likely what they're going to do tomorrow is flush her ears out.
yeah, I had a beagle. Had problems with the ears all the time. Couldn't figure out what was wrong. We ended up changing foods. Problem went away.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I got her on that rice and chicken,
Yeah.
and she seems to do good on it, but she also, she's always looking for a little something extra.
Yeah.
So what I've been doing is in the rice and chicken portion, and I sprinkle a little bit of a regular dog food in there. So.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Do you give her anything else so she's getting like other vitamins and proteins from like other foods?
Yeah. Yes.
Versus just having chicken and rice all the time, because rice don't really have a whole lot of nutritional value. It's more of a filler.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to throw a sign in my truck, but I got to pick up a sign while I'm in London too. So that's kind of good that I'm going to London because I got one to pick up in London.
Yeah. It's a little foggy out there today, as you can see. This is
Like I said,
Herbert Jackson upbound.
just don't settle for anything less than one Timmy and a scone a day. Tell them that's the minimum you're taking if you move over to their company. Expect a $10 gift card on your front
There's
seat every
Gracie
morning.
hovering around the floor heater. I see Gracie's got the floor heater all spotted out.
Yeah, right there. Put a treat on her head. See what happens there. Look at that, walking around with a treat on her head. Oh, there we go. It just fell off.
Wouldn't alcohol do the same thing, doesn't you?
Okay, fine. Vader's eating his. There you go, Vader. No.
The alcohol dries out wounds and stuff.
No, come on, get in.
Oh my, yep.
Yeah, so anyways, got that interview this morning, but if I decide to take the job, well, I'm not going to give them an answer today. I want one day to think about it. And at least want a week's notice for my company, at least. So,
Unless they offer you a shit ton of money, then just take it.
yeah, unless they say, here, drop everything here, we'll give you this. And see it, we'll get. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to get any more money than what I'm really making. But I found out a little bit more information last night about this company.
I was going to say, if anything, you need to be I would be completely honest with them, be like, look, they're just not paying me enough. So what are you guys offering?
Yeah, man.
See what they say. You say it in, a respectful way, but yeah, you just say,
And apparently this company here, every 2,000 kilometers, they bring a bus in for service. So, and they'll bring it in for service, check it all over, make sure all the levels are all topped up. They wash it inside and outside. And yeah, need any repairs, whatever. Or I do need a repair, even though the company's, their office is kind of on the north end of London. All I do is go to the school and I swap out bus with a person and they take my bus, have it done. Then in the afternoon, they bring it back. But one of the big changes I'll have to get used to is I'll have to go to work earlier in the morning.
And you'll pick up your bus right there in town?
Well, it's supposed to be able to park it right here in town someplace. So, well, like I said, this is all stuff I'm going to find out today, right?
Yeah, you don't want to have to be driving all the way over to London to get your bus.
No, I won't do that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the other thing I was thinking is in the wintertime is when you're driving the bus most of the time. What happens if you got it parked in a parking lot or whatever over here and it won't start or it's cold or you have...
Well, yeah, exactly. But they have what they call Webasto heaters, like that little diesel heater underneath the bus.
Yeah.
You can set a timer so that when you get to your bus, there's already hot water flowing through the system already. I used to have them on the transport. But see, the school starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, not 9 o'clock, right? And it's in London. So I'll probably have to be out of here by 6:15 or 6:30 in the morning. But in the afternoon, the buses leave there at 2:20, she said, at the one person I was talking to. So I should be home by 3:30. My other run don't even start until about 3:35, So a little different schedule.
Yeah.
But I have to run up and down Highbury Ave, which is not one of the greatest roads in the country, but it's a good highway, don't get me wrong, but freaking idiots that drive on it from St. Thomas to London all the time can get a little crazy. So, yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll know more after you talk to them, and you'll get a feeling of,
Yeah. And apparently this company here, they got 300 buses altogether. But the thing is, they got their own tow truck, from what I heard.
Ah.
Well,
That's nice.
But if you need any repairs, all I have to do is swap out when I get to the school. They give me another bus. They'll drive home. Then when I go back to pick the kids up, they'll have my bus back, and I just swap buses back out again. So.
Yeah, Nanya, I've got an appointment for tomorrow morning at 11:45.
I guess you bring up the chat for a minute, yes. Need any repairs, all I... Oh. Yeah, no, where's Rob? I hadn't seen him in there.
Yeah, Rob was here just keeping me company, but I think he had some other things he was doing, so he said he'd be back.
yeah, I think he was dealing with the dog, getting the dog taken out and all that.
Little Lama Laura is in the chat.
What's up, Laura?
Huh? When was this? That was this morning. Police serves are currently involved in an active investigation with a heavy police presence in the area, Alderboro between Massey Drive and Ledger. Huh? What that had something to do with that guy getting shot? Hey.
All kinds of things going on.
Yeah, I know at that safety meeting we had yesterday, Paul.
Yeah.
And everybody was bombarding my boss with, when are we getting our more when are we getting more money? When are they doing the doing the contracts again? Oh, they were bombarding his ass yesterday with that.
And what was the answer?
He said it's coming up soon. It's fucking vague ass answers like always. So he just said, oh, they're doing it. They're supposed to be doing it in the next month or so. So I don't know. The thing is our company, from what I've researched, has always been about $2 or $3 more an hour than our competitions, because we're the biggest company in the country that does this. So we've always been a couple dollars, $2 or $3 more an hour than their competition. But they're starting to catch up with us now. They're only $1 less than us now.
Really?
So it's like if they end up getting equal with us or more, they're going to end up losing people. And the one thing our company has on our competition is we actually develop and build all the machines. So a lot of the machines the gas companies use, we actually make for them as well. Plus we build and maintain our own machines too. Where a lot of other companies, they have to buy them from either us or outside somewhere, from an outside source. We actually have a huge R&D department that develops new machines.
Well, that's good for the company stability, but like you say, the worker in the field, he needs to be taken care of too.
And that's the thing, is we don't even get the latest equipment either, even though we build the shit. Like the machine that I use, they have one that's literally the size of like a handheld radar gun. It doesn't have to have the big box and all that you hang off your side and everything. Like I could literally set it in the front seat with me and just go to town and do my stuff. It'd be a lot faster.
Wow.
The other machine, I have to have this huge gun case type case, and you got this big old heavy box, the strap that you got to hang off your side, and it's just massive. People are starting to get super antsy about the pay raise, though. All the employees are starting to push it like crazy. So hopefully they do something here pretty soon.
Yeah, they'd be liable to have a mutiny.
All right. We should.
If you were to change jobs, what would you do, Justin? Same type of thing or different?
Well, I mean, the other companies that do this aren't really paying any better, so it wouldn't really be smart for me to leave here and go there. I have a lot of experience in retail management, but I don't really want to go back to retail. So honestly, I don't really plan on quitting. But I mean, that would be the only real two options would either make a lateral move or lose $1 an hour, probably if I go to another company, or it'd just be around a lateral move, or go back into retail. But I really don't want to go back into retail if I don't have to. Because retail sucks. You don't get any holidays off. Your schedule's erratic as hell. I understand why TJ wants to get out of retail. Because retail work sucks.
Oh, it was quite the mess the FAA had this morning, eh? There in the States.
Yeah, they
Well,
grounded all the aircraft.
Yeah,
why,
they're
what happened?
high now, so.
What
happened
time,
with
what
Boeing?
time did they ground it, Paul?
I don't know, sometime during the night, I think, but no, Justin, the FAA, their whole system went down. So they had to ground all U.S. Flights in U.S. They had to cancel them all. But they said at 9 o'clock they had it partially up and running again. So some planes were starting to take off, but they said the airports are so congested they can't hardly move around with so many airplanes. So.
Well, you got to think too. That's a multi-billion-dollar system. They got to get that thing back up and running. They can't have that down for too long. That's for sure.
It was something to do with the alerts and all that. Yeah, but it was FAA computer outage, what it was. So.
And who knows what it was neither too. It could have been a hack or something too.
Yeah, could have been hacked. You never know, right?
They're probably not going to come out and say that if it was.
Yeah.
At least not right away. You know, you think a system like that that's important as that would have multiple redundancy systems.
Well, you would think so.
Take, I guess not. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like I said, that's multi-billion.
And they'll never tell you exactly what happened because it could even been a hack,
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But that's the thing too, is that's a system that probably costs billions of dollars an hour to be down, because you got millions of dollars in flights, hundreds of millions of dollars in flights getting canceled. You got products that aren't being shipped planes, FedEx and UPS planes.
Right.
I mean, that costs billions of dollars an hour.
Well, and when they ground all the aircraft, it's not just passengers. You got FedEx, you've got UPS, you've got all that package stuff too. So.
Right.
What kind of photo do you?
Hey, Mr. Hodges.
Hey, what's happening there, Mr. Rob?
Oh, working as normal. I see Laura's being chopsy in the chat.
Yeah, Laura's hacking away.
Yep.
Some of us have got to work for a living, Laura. How'd you get on at the job interview, Paul?
What was that?
He's
How'd you
asking
get on?
about your job interview.
Oh, it's at 10:30, about 3/4 of an hour. So, yeah.
Ah,
I
okay.
just wanted to come on for a couple of minutes, say hi to everybody, and then I'm going to. It takes about, let's say a half an hour to get there. So, I got to leave shortly. Then after that, I got to go do a sign in London, up in the North End. And then I got one to put up here in town. So.
Where you're
has been
meeting at
absolutely
McDonald's
tough.
or meeting at Tim Hortons?
Well, McDonald's.
McDonald's. Okay.
Oh, maybe they'll buy me breakfast this morning.
There you go.
Who's that? His woman.
No. They're driving. The people that want to hire him are driving and meeting him.
they're like meet me halfway, so they're desperate. Yeah. Didn't take an application online or nothing. They just, yeah.
You've pretty much got it then, haven't you, by the seams?
Well, I think so. It's just a matter of me saying yes or no, right?
Well,
I
is it
want-
better money, better conditions?
Yeah. So I want a day to think about it, and I want to be able to give my company a week's notice anyway. So,
How long have you been with your company?
huh?
How long have you been with your company?
Well, see, I used to be with Batter Bus. I was with them about 4 years. But the thing is, we got bought out back in September, October, to this new company, and I just freaking hate it. They're just people manage everything, and
All new rules and regulations and all bullshit.
and see, we went from a family-owned business to a corporation. Okay, and corporation, this is the way it's going to be done, and they don't trust you to do your job because you have to be able to prove, like every morning or whatever, that you have to do like the circle check, but you got to have an iPad on your arm as you're going around checking, everything, the wheel nuts or whatever on the bus. You got to be able to punch all this stuff in while you're doing your circle check.
Oh, they're
And I'm
stupid.
just going, really?
Micromanagers, yep.
Like I said, I would walk in there and just be like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm only looking to move because they're not paying me enough.
Yeah.
If they're that desperate where they're coming to meet you halfway, that right there, they may offer you a good chunk to move.
Yeah.
But I would definitely bring the pay thing up because that's important.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But then sometimes it's not always about money, is it? It's about
Because I want to know what this run pays, right? So, but it's actually,
And make sure you tell them that you're not looking to be micromanaged.
yeah. Well, I already told her that. But the funny thing is, and what company I work for right now, they don't have a clue about the dissensions and the rank right now. Because I know a lot of other people. I sat this morning in a vehicle, like with a couple of other people, and Karen, she's been a bus driver for 25 years, mostly Batter. And she said to me, they have a decent run, maybe out of Elmer or something. Let me know. Like somebody's been driving bus for 25 years because they come along and say, oh, no, what you're doing is not safe. You have to do it this way. And really, never accident, no incidences, no nothing.
they have no idea.
What? And then I talked to Peter. He looking to go to actually work in a grocery store, he says.
Well, tell Rob what happened when they gave you a different bus to drive.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, with the bus I had one little light bulb out. We have to give you a different bus. Really? It takes 5 minutes to change that bulb. Okay? Oh, I haven't got time. So just here, another bus. Anyway, these new buses and my bus would be converted really soon. But I said to him, well, how do you get into it without setting off the alarm? Well, you got to go in and sit down in the seat, tap the brakes twice, put the key in the ignition, turn it to accessory, then you can do your regular circle check.
Oh my God.
So it's okay, but there's a child check. So once that lights have been activated, there's a child check thing goes on at the back of the bus and all that shit, right? So anyway, I couldn't get it to deactivate. I tried everything. So I said, fuck it, just leave the bus running. I don't give a shit. But anyways, so Karen and Kathy, they come over, we'll show you how to operate. They come over, they couldn't get it. So I shut it off. I could, walk away with all alarms going off. So anyways, I get back to the yard and I tried it again. Nope, couldn't do it. So I walked in with the keys and dropped it on the desk and I said, here, I don't know if the alarm's going to go off or not. I ain't got a clue because I can't get the child check to cancel or whatever. And so he quickly asked me a few questions. I said, well, it's not going right now. I don't know. It was gonna. Then he goes, oh, maybe it's in charter mode. But the thing is, in order to child check, when you come back from the run, you turn it to off. Wait a second. Turn it to accessory. Back to off. Turn it back to accessory. Then go back and do the child check. Hit the button.
Just change the bulb and give you your old bus back.
Just to drive a friggin' bus, Rob.
But anyway, but there's an iPad then eventually they're putting in my bus, and I have to carry with me. I have to take it home every day. I got to charge it. But when you get in the bus in the morning, you got to take the iPad. There's a QR code up above the driver's head. You got to scan it. Then you have to go to the back of the bus. There's another one up there by the ceiling. You got to scan it too to show that I'm just going. When you start your run, when you shut a bus off, when you do a circle check, you got to ground punch all this stuff in. I'm just going, you don't want to give us any more money. Like doing all this extra shit.
Yeah.
But anyways, well, sorry guys, but I got to run.
Okay, Paul.
Jerome
Yep.
Fire said, the idea.
Best of luck.
Yeah. So,
Good luck to you, Paul.
yeah. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
We'll see you later on.
Yeah, he should do fine, shouldn't he?
Oh, well, they'd be lucky to get him.
Well, like I said, if they're that desperate too, he definitely needs to get paid a little bit more as well. For sure.
Yeah.
Because they seem to be desperate if they're driving halfway to meet them and they're willing to, or they just might be that good of a company where they're just that cool, where they'll go out of their way to help you out and shit. So that's always good.
Exactly, Nunya.
Nunya.
Dang your computers. Just get the kids to school.
The only safety feature that they have on the buses that I 100% agree with is the child check thing at the back of the bus. Because there has been multiple incidences, especially here in the U.S., where kids were left on the bus. They fell asleep, and then the bus driver didn't walk all the way back and check the bus, to walk and check all the seats to the way to the back, and actually went home, and the poor kid,
Yeah.
and a couple of these kids had mental illnesses, and they had no idea what happened. They're sitting on the bus, and at 7 o'clock at night, it's dark out, and there's nobody in the bus. I imagine how scary that would be for a child,
Bet they won't fall asleep again.
Well, no, 2 of them had mental illnesses, Rob. They were on a bus.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna jump.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though, is like that safety feature I agree with, because that's actually, been an issue with some bus drivers around the country and in other places too. I'm sure
Same things have happened, yeah.
Yeah, that's imagine being like a fucking 8 or 10-year-old kid and you wake up and fucking 11 o'clock at night and you're sleeping on the bus and ain't nobody there.
Yeah. In a locked up yard with a massive Alsatian.
Yeah, you're on your
Right.
own.
Sorry. Fucking man.
Yeah, that system I agree with should definitely be there, just for that reason. Because it could cause a bus driver to get lazy for a while, say, yeah, I'm good, I don't need to check it. I'll be back in a second.
Well, everybody, it's kind of a slow Wednesday morning. I think I'm going to call it for the day. Everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. Stay out of trouble. We'll see you again later today. Bye for now.